Namaste, my friend. Happy Jack here. I'm excited to have a conversation today around the beautiful language of Sanskrit and how it applies to yoga. So, yoga, right, as we know, it's been around for thousands of years and it really originates, it was passed down to us in the language of Sanskrit. And so, a lot of newer yoga teachers, they've actually come up to me and said, like, I don't know, like, am I really a competent yoga teacher? Am I being a poser? Am I being inauthentic as a yoga teacher, even though I don't understand fully or can speak Sanskrit? And the quick answer, of course, you can be a yoga teacher. Of course, you're not being inauthentic. In fact, I would invite you as yogi, as yoga teacher, if you happen to be a teacher, first to master the practice in your own language, like in English, if that's a common language we all share. Because then when you're speaking that language, when you're speaking the language of yoga and sharing these poses, there's going to be less confusion, right? I mean, you've got to understand, when you've got students on their yoga mats, they're thinking about their day, their to-do list, their boss, their work, the kids. I mean, they've got enough on their mind. What we want to do as teachers is give simple, direct, clear, concise instructions on how to take them through their practice. And so that means not actually filling your practice with a whole bunch of Sanskrit words that people don't understand. By the way, it doesn't mean, if you have studied Sanskrit and you love yoga philosophy and you really understand and embrace that culture and those words, it can totally be a beautiful thing to share and to educate your students and share and weave it in through story. However, I want you to know the main intention as yoga teacher is to get your students to have an experience, to take them through an experience, not confuse them, not have to have them think, what did they mean? Bhujangasana, Natarajasana, Utkatasana, right? Not have to try to figure those things out, but rather to have the experience. And consider, I mean, I remember we were part of leading a 200-hour yoga teacher training in Africa, in Kenya, back in 2015. We had just a beautiful community of yogis from all across Africa who came together. And there was this one beautiful soul, Faith, and she was blind. And she was doing her yoga certification, and it was amazing just seeing her step up and rock it. And what we got to learn so much from Faith was the importance of speaking clearly, of communicating clearly, right? We can't just always rely on our body language, but being able to, through our tone, through our words, be able to take people through a yoga class. And even if your students, even if they're not sight impaired, consider that they might not be facing you, or they've got their drishti set, right? They're in their practice, in the zone. And the last thing we want to do is take them away from their practice, so they have to look at us as teacher and see what they're supposed to be doing, or try to figure out what the Sanskrit word is. So anyways, that is my little rant. Don't get me wrong, I love Sanskrit. I love living in India. I love embracing everything about the wisdom of yoga, and even weaving in some Sanskrit as you teach deeper classes and work with your students. However, please know that you do not need to have a PhD in Sanskrit in order to be a yoga teacher. Simply all you need is to be present, to care, to bring your energy, to be yourself. That is what your teacher, that's what your students are going to feel. That is what matters most. So enjoy studying Sanskrit, and most importantly, enjoy being you. Happy rest of your day. Namaste, my friend. Namaste, my friend. Happy Jack here. I trust you enjoyed this video. Have you ever considered getting certified as a yoga teacher? I've created a free training video that explains the 5 most important factors when you're choosing a yoga school to study with. Now, if you're already a yoga teacher, or you're curious about becoming one, you're going to love this. To get access to the free training, just click the link in the description below. Namaste.